Hey everyone, welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. Let's get into this manic Monday news. Before we get started, most of you know I'm helping to raise money for the Self-Care Lab Boxing and Fitness Club in Pomona, California. This is the boxing gym I train at. It is a non-profit, and the owner, Miss Nita, focuses on providing positive resolutions to inner city kids that may be struggling with drugs, with gangs, or have some issues at home. And she is a family marriage therapist, so we utilize boxing and physical activity as a form of self-care. The gym has less than 20 days to move, and they were supposed to be given to September to move. Either way, we are raising funds. If you want to go ahead and donate with Dirty Fiat, you can. We got Bitcoin addresses, Ethereum addresses, USDC addresses. Everything is in her control. Any bit helps. Thank you. This next story is a very interesting story, and it is the title of the show. So Pontim to use Polkadot to connect Diem and DeFi. Pontim advances to plan to be Diem's Polkadot-based testnet through a partnership with node infrastructure provider Polkadot. So let's read the key takeaways here because this is pretty important. If you aren't familiar, Facebook had a crypto platform, or they wanted to kind of move their stuff over to crypto or blockchain. It was known as Libra. Well, Libra ended up getting a lot of heat from the United States government. They had a bunch of partners, but a lot of partners ended up leaving. It was a very weird, bizarre thing, and I believe it happened around 2019. Well, Facebook went ahead and rebranded Libra to Diem. So the key takeaways here: Pontim partners with Polkadot node provider to finalize experimental test for Facebook's Diem blockchain. The partnership with Polkadot means the Pontim team can deploy nodes on Kusama, Polkadot's canary network. Pontim aims to help Diem introduce new feature by testing them in the Polkadot ecosystem. Do not sleep on Polkadot. We've talked about it on the show. I had Crypto's Chain. He came on Friday, and I have invested in Polkadot. Unfortunately, most of my buys are underwater because I was dollar cost averaging from close to like mid-range to the top. Either way, Polkadot is a direct competitor with Ethereum, and I do believe it is a pretty safe bet if you guys are getting those Jones to go ahead and buy or invest in things. I'm not buying any yet. I'm actually going to show you where I'd be interested in buying, but either way, this is very, very important because if Diem actually does decide to use Polkadot's ecosystem, it's going to be pretty big, and a lot of the legitimate projects built utilizing Polkadot will probably do well over the next few years. Again, it is not finalized yet. They are just doing a test, but at the same time, this is a big deal and it is pretty massive news. This is the current Polkadot chart, and we are not looking good. We're probably going to hit my target here between about $10 and $7. However, because the crypto markets are not doing too well, I do think some of us might get a chance to buy at about $4.57 because that is the next pretty important area of support, approximately there. That's where I would be interested in buying. I would not be interested in buying and accumulating here in the $10 to $7 range because I do think that Bitcoin is going to continue to fall, and we'll cover a chart soon, but this would be the area I'd want to buy in, is around $4, I think, because I do believe in Polkadot long term. Anyways, taking a quick look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is also showing very bearish tendencies. We just got the bear cross completed on the MACD. RSI is free falling. So this range between $10 and $7 is going to be pretty imminent. If we do continue to fall, again, the $4 area is where I do want to buy. A bullish scenario would be for us to get back above $14, which right now it's not looking likely. This is our Bitcoin chart. I said last night on the stream we needed to get above 33.5 to be considered bullish. That did not happen, and we are free falling. The target area, I think, is going to be up 28.8 here. That's where it looks like we're going. In order for me to be bullish, I would need to see the flip above 33.5. It's not happening right now. Right now, it's looking like we're going to get more downside at about 28.6, where that support area is. And if we break below that, it's going to get pretty gnarly. The last time we were in this range between about 33.5 and 28.5 was back in January, the beginning of the year. So hopefully this range will hold. But at the same time, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a swing wick low down to about $20,000, which is previous support back in December of 2020. Either way, be very diligent and be very careful. Unless you are actively day trading, I would be very careful and would probably wait to get into alts. Of course, you can do whatever you need to do. That is just my thoughts. This next story here is pretty old news, but I want to cover it on my show because I think it's important. I'm always very interested what the SEC says, legal matters in crypto, and I actually do read a lot of these SEC reports because at the end of the day, the SEC and financial regulatory services, they have the final say in what happens with crypto. And if you guys don't know this, you can write to the SEC, and by law, they have to read your letters. Either way. A Ripple reckoning at the SEC, very witty title. So Ripple won a small battle this week in its war with the SEC. And again, this story was written on July 17th. But the lawsuit has broader implications for the entire crypto industry and its future. So down over here, they want to go ahead and interview or speak with Bill Hinman. And the reason why this is important is, let's read this excerpt. The official in question is Bill Hinman. He is famous in crypto circles because while working at the SEC in 2018, he waved a legal wand to declare that Ethereum's native currency, ETH, is not a security on the grounds it had become sufficiently decentralized. This finding delighted the Ethereum community, of course, but it baffled crypto lawyers who declared Hinman had pulled the sufficiently decentralized test out of his backside. All right, there's a big argument in the Ripple community, Ripple XRP community, is XRP decentralized? I personally don't believe it is decentralized, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have a valid utility. The valid utility is the technology behind Ripple and XRP for cross-border payments. People like the project. They have some big partnerships and whatnot. Either way, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what Bill Hinman has to say. And this was a very smart move by Ripple. I do believe that the case will settle. I don't necessarily think Ripple will win, but this is very important for regulatory clarity. And the reason why is whatever the outcome of this case between the SEC and Ripple is, it is going to impact other cryptocurrencies that want to say, hey, we're decentralized, let us be a utility. Either way, this is very, very interesting, and there's some pretty crazy stuff about Mr. Bill out of here. Either way, make sure you guys read this article, and if you're a fan of the Ripple XRP coin, good luck. Of course, we have to chart XRP because we just talked about it. So again, it is not looking too terribly great. We failed to stay above this trend line here and we broke down. We are going to hit 56 cents. And taking a look at RSI and MACD, it is not looking good. We've got the bear cross that is almost confirmed on the XRP daily chart, and RSI is still free falling. We haven't gotten into that oversold area yet. Once we get there, I think we may experience a bounce because anytime we tend to get in this area, we start to bounce. However, there is some support here at about 29 points. So right now I am expecting a break to about 53 cents. I would be cautious though, and I would look between this area between 53 cents and 40 cents. This is probably where I would consider getting back in. However, if the markets continue to tumble, if Bitcoin continues to tumble, I would look for lower support areas, 30 cents, 23 cents, and 19 cents. If you are not day trading, actively managing your positions, I probably would not enter into any altcoins right now. That's just my opinion. Do what you gotta do. I gotta speak on this story because this is very, very upsetting. So Max Kaiser, which used to follow me at one point, but he no longer does, which that's fine. Because what had actually happened in like 2019, 2020, all the Bitcoin maximalists got super, super toxic and they're not interested in us anymore. Either way, he posted this: watching S-coiners get wrecked is funny AF. And this is an excerpt from somebody on the internet. Hey everyone, I'm really hoping someone is able to help me. My buddy released a token, BEB20, on Binance Smart Chain. Today we had a pre-sale. It was 600 BNB worth. After the pre-sale, the community stated they wanted liquidity lock right away, which is normal, and companies should do this. You need to lock liquidities to help mitigate rug pulls. And for the launch to be delayed. What ended up happening is he locked the liquidity for 6 months on Unicrypt. No issues. Upon putting the timestamp for trading to be eligible, he entered a time in milliseconds, not seconds. So basically now the token won't be able to be traded for 50,000 years. The other issue that caused is once liquidity is unlocked in 6 months, we'll be stuck as well because the token is basically locked for 50,000 years. And basically she's asking for help. So Max Kaiser is out here trashing her and thinks it's funny. It's actually not funny. And funny thing about Max Kaiser is he created a coin, Max Coin. I don't care what people do in the past. I don't care what you guys decide to invest in. But this type of behavior is very, very toxic to everybody in crypto and Bitcoin. We're all on the same team. We're all here for the same reasons. We're all here because we believe people should have a better quality of life. It is not okay to make fun of anybody, especially people that are hurting financially. At the end of the day, this is very classless, and this is the type of behavior that makes Bitcoin maximalism very, very toxic and detrimental to the community and other people who are interested in getting in. I'm not with it. This next story from CoinDesk is pretty important. So, U.S. Presidential Advisory Group to discuss stablecoins. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, Securities and Exchange Commission Chair SEC Glessner, and Commodity Futures Trading Commission Acting Chair Rostin Beham will also participate in Monday's meeting. Today, the U.S. Treasury Department announced a meeting, and they're going to discuss stablecoins. This is positive news. Hopefully, the outcome will be good news, but at the same time, the United States government is going to be implementing their own U.S. digital dollar soon to compete with China. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with. Make sure you guys follow this story and pay attention. At the end of the day, we can believe in crypto and Bitcoin all we want, but we also need to pay attention and understand what's going on when it comes to these types of stories and meetings, because at the end of the day, these people have the say. If you want to make a change, write to your local congressman, participate in your city council meetings, and write to the SEC and let them know what you want. You have to be active and we have to be diligent. All right, let's talk about this story because it's controversial. So SushiSwap has had a very, very long-standing history with drama in the space. Apparently, one of the devs tried to rug pull or ran off with some money. Then a bunch of other people from crypto Twitter came in. Sam from FTX, I had him on my show to talk about it, and they kind of took over the project to fix it because SushiSwap has done really, really great stuff in the space or has potential to do well. Well, Decrypt reported SushiSwap proposal to give VCs discounts draws controversy. There's a lot of controversy with VCs, and I'm going to explain why in a second. A proposal to sell venture capital as discounted sushi tokens has been dissected by the DeFi projects community. VCs get discounted rates anyways when it comes to pre-sales and different things. And really, if you're a VC, you've got a lot of money, you've got a lot of capital. So should these VCs be given a discounted rate? I don't really think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because they have an interest in obviously promoting the project and hopefully increasing it, hoping things to go well. They've got the money to do so, so why are they being given a discount? I guess the reason for being given a discount is because they have such a large stake in it. But at the same time, does it really make the project decentralized when you have VCs or you have people with a lot of backing, a lot of money in? I guess they can be considered whales. Maybe if it is done transparently and people know how much they're spending or know how much they have, we can track these wallets, it would kind of be okay. But at the same time too, I feel like these VCs and people with a lot of money stake in these coins, it's kind of like making it less decentralized. It's more like a centralized thing because you have people, large amounts that are controlling wallets. But that same argument can be said with Bitcoin. Either way, comment your thoughts below and let me know what you guys think about this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing Monday. I'm sending blessings to y'all. If anybody is interested in donating to the self-care lab in Pomona, California, please do so. The links will be down below. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.